Okay, so you've got your beautiful Grabo globes, but you don't know how to use them. We're going to do a couple of little videos within the Grabo Balloons YouTube channel on how to use these beautiful products. Now, one thing with the coloured balloons that you'll notice straight away is they're a leaf shape. They're not actually opened and ready for inflation. A bit like the normal globes, when you inflate them, they make that pop sound as the seams start separating. You can still do that with these. You can just inflate them and it'll pop open. But the more gentle way of doing it is just to snip off the end. We do have an inflation point just here, the little hole where you can just inflate, but I'm just going to snip off just below it where the actual neck is starting to curve in. I'm just going to cut off that last little bit. I'm then going to open the neck up, because what you have in here is you have two perfectly flat pieces of plastic and then two little folded pieces of plastic, which are these two dark yellow seams here that you can see up at the top. You want to open this by putting your finger in and not catching those little folded bits. You're just taking the two flat outer bits so that when you pull them slightly apart, the whole seam will open. So you can see there that I can then gently pull my fingers down the seams to open that crease. It means that you're not going to startle the cat or the dog or customers by inflating the balloon and having it go bang. And so once we've done that, we can open the other side as well. And yes, this does take a little bit of time. And in most instances, you don't necessarily have to do it. You can just simply inflate and let it expand and the seams to open themselves naturally. The one time that you always want to do this, though, is if you are going to be double stuffing these balloons with a solid colour latex inside. Because if you're doing that and you just put the balloon inside, once you inflate that latex, it's got nowhere to go within the balloon. It won't have enough pressure and power to pop these seams. It'll just tear the entire balloon, and we don't want that to happen. So if you are filling one of these to change its colour, like I'm going to show you now, then you need to open the seams up so you have it all nice and open. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this balloon into a cream globe. What I'm using here is a Gemma 19-inch latte. You can use a Sempertex 18-inch white sand either. Both work beautifully to create the lovely cream shading. And I've just put that on a little balloon stick and I'm going to insert it into the neck of my globe. I'm going to squeeze out the air, because the more air you can get out of this balloon, the better. And then I'm just going to inflate that internal latex balloon. Okay, so I have my balloon inside my yellow globe and I have my trigger valve. I'm going to put the trigger valve into the latex and just inflate. And you can see as the latex inflates, so does the outer balloon. Inflate until the seams are smooth. And then you want to pull the neck of the latex out of the balloon. Just give it a couple of little twists. And then you're going to want to wrap this latex neck around the outside of the globe, in through the little hole you've just created to seal the balloon. So you're sealing as you would do a straightforward double bubble. So that latex traps both balloons. And you can see we make a globe that's in the beautiful cream shades that are really in at the moment. So the joy about these coloured globes isn't just the fact that they look amazing when you put little balloons inside them, confetti inside them, and they change that colour palette that you can offer your clients. We can also make different solid colour globes now. So if we wanted eucalyptus, we can put a eucalyptus or an olive inside a green. And say the lattes inside the yellows make a beautiful cream shade, a latte inside an orange one will make a really, really pretty blush colour to match our blush range of numbers. So it suddenly opens you to a whole colour palette of globes. So no longer do you have to say, I'm really sorry, we can't actually provide you with a lilac globe. You can make one. We've now got the ability with these coloured globes to completely blow apart everything we need to do with our decor. So start getting playing, start getting creative, and start seeing what you can make. These even work beautifully, since the silver flake and the gold flake are really lightweight. These work beautifully with a little bit of that inside as well. So have a little play about with them, and don't forget to go onto Grabo Decorator UK Facebook group and share what you're actually making so that we can all see and get inspired.